Charles Damiano here again with Richard Torres, and we're gonna have Richard show us his top 3 Bruce Lee items in this room, which is one of his Bruce Lee rooms. So this is gonna be exciting. If you follow us, we're gonna have Richard take us to his top 3 items.
Okay, so one of my top 3 items first is the tombstone. This was made by George Lee. Actually, Bruce Lee read this book called Profitable Showmanship here, and because obviously he wanted to know how to run a school. And inside there he talks. They say he talk about the Harris Super Service Company in Van Nuys, California, has a tombstone on the lawn in front of the station. The epitaph reads, "In memory of a good motor ruined by inferior oil and gas."
Wow, he was inspired by this book.
So on that he put, "In memory of a once fluid man crammed and distorted by the classical mess." So,
and that was him kind of putting down traditional styles, right? As he was coming with his...
saying that this martial artist, he got killed because he stayed with the classical mess instead of just allowing himself to be a human being. So this is one of my favorites, of course. Wow. And George Lee made this for me. In fact, he actually wrote some letters here talking about he certified that the classical mess he made for me, and he signed it over here, George Lee.
Now this is the same one that he made for Bruce, right? Back in the early days?
Correct.
And then you asked him when you met him if he could make you one, and he custom made this one for you?
I did a seminar. In fact, I did a seminar before the Nucleus did.
Wow.
And which they actually duplicated what I did. Back in '94, I think it was around, and George Lee was there.
That's a
and when George met me,
he
told me, "I'm going to make that for you."
That's fantastic.
So that's number 1, and of course, number 2 is what George Lee made here. He made the actual sign that he made for Bruce for his school. So you have a picture of Bruce Lee in his school. You can see these signs: partiality, fluidity, emptiness, and the JeetKuneDoMA one over here. And this is the actual size of the signs. The exact replica.
And he made this specifically for you?
He made these for me too.
Do you have this in your JKD school as well?
I do, but not this big. I have the ones that I bought from Shannon's.
And are these the stages of the development of his art that you go through?
Stages of cultivation, they call this. Yes, the partiality, the fluidity, and the emptiness.
And so you start with partiality, where you're you're learning
a style,
and then
fluidity is to unite the 2 halves in one whole.
And then the emptiness.
And emptiness is you don't think anymore; it just happens.
Natural reflex.
Correct.
That's how he fought.
Yes.
Got you.
So actually, George made this sign first for Bruce, which is the JeetKuneDoMA sign, and Bruce and Linda and everybody in the school went crazy when they saw it. They said, "Wow, what a beautiful sign! What a professional sign!" So after that, Bruce sent George Lee a letter saying, "Can you do 3 additional signs conveying my philosophy?" And that's when he wrote this. So these 3 signs are smaller than the JeetKuneDoMA sign.
The original one.
Now people that make the 4 signs that you can get now and buy them, they're all the same size, but in reality the JeetKuneDoMA sign was
the biggest one.
Yes.
Wow, nice.
So that's number 2. So number 1, number 2, and then number 3 is always what Linda gave me. Linda Lee, Bruce's wife. She gave me these cards because I helped her out in creating the Nucleus conventions. So she gave me an envelope with all these cards.
Now, is that Bruce Lee's original name and business card that he had at the time?
Yes.
So she had them, and then she signed her name to them?
She gave me a whole envelope of them, and I asked her to sign.
Wow, that is beautiful.
So she signed this one. She signed this one here too.
Now, what's that piece of?
This is Bruce Lee's business card. This is the card he would give his friend J Sebring, the hairdresser, and also Little Joe, and they would give this to the people that they cut hair for.
And that's what he was charging at the time for instruction, $2.75 an hour. That's when he was teaching like James Coburn and Steve McQueen, and so that's what he would give out to do his training with them.
Now watch this illustration. You gotta exaggerate the bring of the leg back. You see, back. Okay, watch it again. You see, exaggerate the pulling of the leg back, like the naturalness of your kick. Watch it now. You see, at the end, there was really the feeling there. Roll me up, kid.
Kick me. What was that? An exhibition? We need emotional content.
So she signed this, and Shannon signed this
fantastic.
also.
Wow, that's beautiful,
The back
Richard.
of it has the JeetKuneDo symbol. So Bruce, you know, he had that, and then of course, I know you said 3, but
Yeah, let's see another
this
one.
is a card for the Jung Fan Gung Fu Institute, and it was a business card. And if you look in the back, it has the address of the institute. They never put the address.
So where was that one at?
This is before he wrote in your card, Hector. So he will give out this card, the Jung Fan Gung Fu Institute, and then he will write the address in the back, the phone number, and recommended by.
Nice.
And then says, please bring this card with you.
And what year you think this was? What school? Where was he?
This was all during the LA time.
The LA time. So he was in LA when he was giving these out.
Yes,
Got
yes.
you.
He had a lot of this stuff printed in Hong Kong because it was cheaper. And
Well-
while he was in Hong Kong, he had all this printed. So,
Well, those are
so
fantastic,
These are
man.
my favorites.
Well, thank you for sharing those 3 with us.
Yep. We also have the old Oakland one here.
That's classic.
Before he came up with this one. He came up with this one, and there you got your rank. Nobody made it to 8. A lot of people made it to 3, rank 3. People think that rank 3 is instructor's rank, but it's not. Okay, rank 3 is not instructor's rank. You just got a rank. You needed to be a rank 3 to be an instructor, but rank 3 didn't mean you were an instructor.
Wow.
You know, but that was like the minimum rank that you needed to be to be an instructor.
Well, thank you for that, man. That was
Okay.
great. Thank you for sharing those.
You're welcome.
Those are really great collectibles, man. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully the audience enjoyed too.
I'm sure they're gonna love it. I want to thank Richard for sharing those top 3 or 4 items with us. I hope you guys enjoyed those. Those are some of his collection, and we're about to go through another couple of his rooms where I think you guys are gonna really, really enjoy what you see, because Richard has one of the biggest collections, I think, in the world.
New York City?
In New York City. All right. So thank you guys for following
Maybe
us.
in the world, who knows?
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Okay.